Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd do something a little different. I like to play The Sims. I've been playing The Sims since they first came out. I've had every Sims collection and add-on that you could possibly get. And I recently downloaded The Sims 4, so I thought I would take you guys along with me while I build a house. So bear with me, this is my first voiceover. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but hopefully it works out great. So anyways, I'm about to pick a lot where I want to build the house. The house I'm building is currently in the third neighborhood. That's what they call it still. Anyways, and so this isn't going to be like anything extravagant or fancy or anything, but I just figured maybe I would do this. You guys could kind of see my style of building and also kind of get an idea of how to do it since it's a little bit different than The Sims 3. Anyway, so here's my first room, and I kind of like to make strange shaped houses. I don't like a square or a rectangular house. I like houses that have lots of different styles and dimensions and things like that. I do tend to put a two-story house in my games, but this time I decided to only do a one-story house. So as you can see, I took the wall tool and I built the 3 walls, and then I adjusted the height of the foundation so that I could add the textured detail. And I really like to use the darker brick foundation look. I think it just looks more sophisticated and it looks nice. I was having some trouble at this point because I could not remember how to drag the screen over with the mouse when there's an item on your cursor. So you will see a few minutes into the video that I finally remembered how. So I feel a little foolish, at this point because I'm really not sure what the heck I'm doing, but it's all good. I get the hang of it after a few minutes. So, anyways, if you keep hearing a weird ding in the background, that is my phone going off. In fact, I should mute that while I think about it. So, anyways, I'm just kind of looking at the different things. I know at one point I'm going to end up putting siding on it. No, that's paint. Go to the siding tabs, Carla. Come on. I don't know. I just kind of like to mess around with a little bit of stuff and kind of see what looks nice. And so here I am in the siding panel, and I decide to go with the second one. And I really like in The Sims 4 how you can like click on an item and most of the items give you a change of color selection right from that. Instead of having to go through like 50 of them to find the color you want, you just, there's literally like 10 in front of you and you just choose the color from there. That's really convenient and it's less of a hassle, and I like doing it that way. So that was really exciting when I first downloaded the game to see that change in there. I did just recently download the game, probably about a month ago, and I've only played it, I think, once or twice. So it was kind of, new to me. But so, of course, I'm copying and pasting the same pattern all the way around the deck. But anyway, so as you can see, I added some of those posts, and now I'm individually drawing on the fencing. So usually when I do the stairs, I have them back a little ways so there's not such a podium there, but I wanted that look on the front here. So that's what I went with. And here I'm just making sure that my railings for my stairs match the railings on my deck. Then I'm going to go into making the roof now. So as you can see, I am stretching the roof over so that it blends in, and then I'm going to lower it down a little bit so it blends in a little bit better, because the harsh ends, I don't really like that. As you can see right here, it's sticking up. I don't like that. That bothers me. So I'll be lowering the height of, which, nope, Carla, you did that wrong. Note to anyone watching, do not do that to lower it, clearly. But, so I'm lowering the roof and checking to see where it is, and I'm not liking it, so I'm going to lower it a little bit more. Kind of make it go right into that roof like that. I like that look. I think it looks clean. And I'm going to do the same thing for the back, which, as you can see, like I said earlier, that used to be a solid roof, and I've changed it to a triangle. Angular pointed roof. Okay, so we've got that one, which I really like. And then like that. I don't know if I like the old rustic look as much, but it does go with the railing, so it's not a big deal. And so I'm going to go with these windows. I just feel like they have a cleaner look. They don't really go so well with the door because the door is kind of rustic looking, but they're just kind of what I like. And if I could have, if I would have took the time to kind of look for a door that was a little bit more modern, I'm sure I could have found one and it would have looked better. But at this point, I didn't really care. I was just moving on to the next step. So I'm going to place these windows all the way around the house in, of course, an OCD fashion. So there's all the windows. We're doing the back deck here. And I'm trying to copy the railings and everything from the front to the back. I get pretty detailed in my houses as well. So once we start getting this tedious stuff done of going back and forth from the front to the back of the house, we'll have plenty of details to install. So there's my pool. Plain. The border is going to be a gray color like the house. And then I'm going to add in the typical stairs and the lights. And of course, I got to add the turtles because they're so cute. So here I am just taking the tool to make my grass green because I don't want no ghetto ass grass. It just looks so fake. So fake. But that's okay. It's The Sims. You're allowed to do that. So what am I doing? Oh, yes. Okay. So now I've decided to build a fence all the way around. And I do remember in The Sims 3 that you could do it like right on the edge. You cannot do that in The Sims 4. There has to be like a space, which I find stupid, but whatever. So I'm going to build a fence all around the backyard. I don't know how it works in The Sims 4, but I know in The Sims 3 that if you don't close in your yard, people can walk in and steal your fire pit, which is ridiculous, but I don't usually do the whole yard. I try to just do portions of it. And then, of course, you got to have a gate to get in because otherwise, it's just not cool. Okay, so here I want to put in a chimney. I never put chimneys in the other sim games unless it just automatically went in when you place the fireplace. But I was like, heck, I'm going to put one in that looks cool. And then I realized that it just did not look good no matter where I tried to put it. It just wasn't right. So I'm like, okay, we're going to lose the chimney because it looks gaudy and no. So yeah, I placed it and I'm like, yay. And then I'm like, not so much. Let's get rid of that. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I think these flower boxes are cute. I can't remember if they were on The Sims 3 or not because I don't remember ever doing that to The Sims 3 game. But they're cute. Anyway, so I'm trying to find the perfect picture for above the bed, and that one just looks too gaudy. I don't know. I just couldn't deal with it. It was too much. So I'm like, maybe I'll place a mirror above the bed. And I saw this mirror, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. It's kind of like, rustic but princessy. And of course, they had it in a lighter color, which excites me, but it just didn't look good above the bed, and it wouldn't move up. So I just placed it next to the bed on each side. So I went with this dark color, which I thought was really pretty, kind of masculine and feminine at the same time, even though it looks stupid as hell with a bright red door. But I do end up changing the color of the paint later. So again, trying to choose a picture, and I realized that one's not going to look right because it goes over the crown molding and it just looks stupid. So of course you got to have plants. I have plants all over in this house. Like, not my real house, but the Sims house. I couldn't take care of a plant if my life depended on it, but I do have some fake full plants around here. Just little ones that look kind of cool, but anyways, so I'm going to add some greens because I think they really look good. Now that one I wasn't too impressed with, so we'll take that one out, but I'm going to end up adding a few things to the end table on the other side instead of a plant. Just a few things that, we can kind of place. And like I thought about putting the clock there, and then I'm like, oh look, you know, it's grandfather clock. But then I saw how big it was, and I was like, that's kind of scary. Like that thing's huge. And can you imagine it going off at like midnight when you're sleeping, like right in your room? Yeah, no, thank you. Ta-da! Frickin' screw it. We're gonna start with a rug. I like some of these rugs. They're super cute. I will buy them in the real life. Yeah. I will. She clearly cannot. Yeah, so I was moving the room and I accidentally grabbed that picture and it moved. So I was like, screw this shit. And I had to put it back because it drove me nuts. So now, of course, you got to turn the screen because I need a dresser. Got to have a place to change your clothes. Nobody wants a sim that runs around in their frickin' bikini all the time. Do you ever notice that? I've noticed that. It's funny. They'll go in the pool and they'll be in like a bikini. And then they'll just come around and walk around their house for like 3 days in a bikini. So we need a dresser to change our shit. So hopefully I can do that. And yeah, without her giving out too much information. Like my bank account information. But anyway, so choosing lights. Yes. So exciting. Gotta put a plant in the corner because, you know, I can't stand empty corners. Drive me insane. Okay, so we're done with the bedroom. I think what I'm going to do is try to edit and speed ahead a little bit on this video and just kind of explain to you what's going on next. So clearly I'm going to start the bathroom now. It's nothing too exciting. You can see what I'm doing as I go. So we will just kind of fast forward through this a little bit. Okay, guys, so I sped up this portion for you. It can go a lot faster. I just put in some cabinets and a tub and sinks and a toilet, a few little decorative things on the counter and the wall, a mirror. I'm adding lights, and then trying to figure out which mirror I liked. I don't know why I didn't leave it there the first time. Then you've got to add a few little decorations on the counter, some perfume and whatnot. I added a rug as well, which looked kind of weird all the way up against the counter, so I moved it out a little bit. I like how the bathroom turned out. I think it's super cute. So yeah, and then you're going to want to add some paint color, and that's about it with the bathroom. So that's how it turned out. I'm super happy, and next we're going to move on to the living room. All right, guys, so now we're on to the living room, just placing a TV with a TV stand and a plant, some little decorations. Then, of course, got to add a rug and some couches. I just was kind of trying to go with the minimalistic look, real clean. And I did notice that it was a little crowded here, so later I will move the furniture over, as you will notice. But I added a nightstand or end table, whatever, and a lamp, and then that back table behind the couch, which I really love. And so I'll add some little decorations to that so that it looks pretty cute and whatever. And then, as you see, I rotate. I'm going to end up picking a couple of photos to put on the wall, and then I will be choosing a paint color. In fact, when I was looking at the paint colors, I decided I think I'm going to change the bedroom too because it's just too dark. All right, guys, so you're going to see here that I'm just going to quickly change the bedroom color, and then I'm going to head out to the living room / dining room area. Here I'm going to add, you know, a little hutch and then the table and chairs. And I originally wanted the table and chairs kind of over by the door, but I realized quickly that it was just going to be too crowded, so I decided to change it. And then, so I ended up moving it over to there. So you're going to see that I'm going to pick some photos for the wall and then some chairs. And I originally was going to go with the bluish teal colored, but they didn't look right, so I just went with the black ones. And also I chose that because I thought it was kind of cute, but then it looked kind of off green color. It didn't really go with the rest of the decor, so I ended up removing it. And then I was going to go back to find it, and I couldn't, so I was just like, whatever. But anyways, it's there to stay now. This is much longer in the video, and you know, you would have seen earlier if it wouldn't fast forwarded it so much that I actually removed it at one point, but now it's back. So now I'm gonna work on the kitchen, just adding some cabinets and some appliances. And then, of course, I'm gonna add another wall of cabinets because this is not enough for all of the small appliances. And if you don't have an extra space for your sim to prepare their food, they'll just throw it on the floor and not ever use it. And as you can see, I ended up having to move a few things. to create this doorway into the living room, because initially I didn't have any entryway to the kitchen. And, you know, that, I mean, what's the point of having a kitchen if you can't get into it? So yeah, so that's kind of how that's going right now. I'm just adding a few decorative little pieces and whatnot to complete it, and then some lights and some cute little pictures. So yeah, I like the way the kitchen turned out. It's cute. Okay, guys, so I am now going to place a grill in the backyard so that my Sims can grill out, especially if there's a lot of people over. It tends to feed more, I think. Um, I don't know, but that's just kind of how I feel. And I sped up most of the previous rooms, like the living room and whatnot, because I didn't want this video to be like a million hours long. So yeah, and then this area here, I'm not going to speed it up right this moment just because I don't feel like it's necessary, but I'm just simply placing a bench on the back deck, and then including some outdoor lights to kind of light up the backyard. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. Okay, now, so I'm just going to add a couple garden boxes in the corner and grow who knows what. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to add a few little decorative things inside the house to add a touch of whatever. And then I'm going to head outside and start doing a little bit of stuff outside on the front of the house and in the backyard. I just want to place some bushes and flowers and stuff in the front yard to kind of add a little bit of detailing and desirement to the front yard. Is that even a word? Desirement? Who knows? But anyways, I like these trees. I think they're pretty cool. And so I had to put a couple of them. And then I did those bushes all the way around the fence because I just think the fence looks kind of odd. And so if you put the bushes all the way around them, it kind of hides the fence. But this spot right here was like out of whack. I don't know. Nothing would fit, and it wouldn't go all the way to the end, and it really pissed me off. So I'm mad at you, Sims, for that. But now I'm going to just add some stupid lights, and there you go. Okay, guys, so I'm going to head back to the main screen because I'm finished building my house, and then I'm probably going to save because that's always a good thing to do. The only thing that kind of irritates me about the Sims 4 is that in the Sims 3 and 2, you can save your house while you're building it, and it seems like in the Sims 4 you cannot do that. You have to go back to the main screen to save. I'm always worried, like, what if my computer crashes or something while I'm in there? It's going to lose everything that I worked so hard on, and so that's a little scary, but you know, other than that, it's not a big deal. So yeah, I want to do more videos like this. I want to do a couple of videos kind of in a series. So this one I'll probably name Sims 4 Series 1 or Episode 1. Come build a house with me or something like that. And then have a couple more episodes after this. Maybe I can build some more houses until the town's full, or some buildings. Or I could create a family and go from there. Let me know in the comment section below what you think I should do, and I'll kind of roll with it. So yeah, I don't know if you guys would rather see me build houses or if you'd rather see me create characters and ruin their lives. So, but anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. This is the first time I've ever done a screen record or a voiceover or an edit in Final Cut, and I don't think it turned out too shabby. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.